Out here, you tell a girl she gotta pay for anything.
Bro, they're bougie as hell.
Bougie. I think hoes out here will actually starve before they bought their own food sometimes. Like they not paying for nothing.
Yo, what's poppin', people? Welcome to Odix. It's your boy David Picasso. I got a special guest with me today. I'll let him introduce himself. What's poppin', G?
What's poppin'? It's Romalis Scott, the Genuine Club.
So for people that don't know you, bro, what is it that you do, man?
I have my own clothing brand, and that's all I do. I push. I wake up and think about that, and
that's what you do every day?
That's every day.
Walk me through the creative process, though, bro. Like, I see you got a jacket on, you got a hat on.
And a chain.
And a chain.
And my neck tattoos.
Oh, shit. You dedicated. It's on.
That's my brand.
How does the concept come, like the heart with the two X's? What's the creativity behind it?
Honestly, my friend, my graphic designer, created it more so. I just gave him my idea, like I wanted to start a brand, and a few hours later, he just sent me the heart with the eyes, and I just ran with it more so. Like, I like the heart, though. It's more full. Like, a lot of people feel broken, and they do broken hearts and stuff like that. I want it to be more positive, so it's the full heart, but my friend more so created it.
Okay, got you. What does the brand represent?
Just being genuine, real, like an honest person, anything that could be labeled genuine.
Now, I know we talked a little bit before the podcast, and you mentioned something about you're from New Orleans, right?
Yeah, I'm from New Orleans.
Okay. I've been to New Orleans, and I love the culture out there. I just feel like it's so different from LA, bro. So can
it has culture.
Right, exactly.
I'm not gonna say LA doesn't, but the real parts of LA have culture, I would say, but like most of it is made up. It's fake.
There's a lot of fakeness in LA, and that's just notorious, right? Everybody speaks on that. But when you go to New Orleans, bro, people are so real. Like, I remember coming out in the morning, and like the neighbor would say good morning, and then over here, like, no. Yo, I don't know my neighbor or whatever.
I don't know mine either. They might think you try to rob them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, in New Orleans, it's hospitality. It's
for sure.
We open the door for somebody, they say thank you. Out here, they just keep going.
Right.
Like, it's totally different.
And one thing I gotta touch on is everything's a lot slower out there, bro.
In which way?
And in a sense of, like, people are just very laid back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like there's no rush. Over here, everything is move, and the year just passes by in like a second. Over there, I feel like you can actually live a little. You know what I mean? You can feel the moment and be in the moment, I should say. Versus over here, it's such a fast pace.
Yeah, it's definitely fast paced here. You can't really get to know anybody in this environment. It's so fast paced. It's so fake. It's a lot of negatives to it, which would make people wonder, why do you move? Why would you move to LA?
Facts.
Or it's more so people move here for business, just new scenery. That's why I moved here. New scenery. I wanted to wake up like in good weather. It's humid as hell in New Orleans.
Yes,
it's hot.
It's hella hot.
So it's just, I want to be somewhere different. But I don't care for like the people in the environment.
Right.
Like, if everybody could disappear and I could just live here in this weather, that'd be great.
You'll be good. You'll be Gucci. Walk me through your thinking process as far as like, all right, I'm gonna pack up and I'm gonna move to LA. How does that work? What's the conclusion? Where do you make that decision?
I made that decision. People don't know, I made that decision. I'm 27. I made that decision when I was 21. I moved to Fullerton, California.
Okay.
For like 3 months. I couldn't survive. Like, what I thought and what it was not it. Like, I came out here with, the first time, a few $100s. My cousin lived out here. He played football at Fullerton.
Okay.
Juke or whatever. I just couldn't do it, so I moved back to New Orleans. But when I moved back after like 3 months, when I was 21, I was like, nah, I'm moving back. And when I moved back, I'm gonna do it the right way. This time. So like, I was doing fashion, doing my parties in New Orleans. I felt like I did everything I could to the point where it just was like repetitive. Wake up, do the same thing. I'm not going any further. I'm not going any lower, but I'm not going any further. So it's like, what can I do? So then I was like, nah, I'm going to LA.
Okay. What was the preparation your second time around?
Sure, I had more money, but I wasn't like wealthy. I just had a few more thousand. Like, I was very low at that point, money wise, but like, I just believed in myself more per se. And I did have a female. She was like the biggest reason I moved here. Originally, it was the scenery, but it was also like I was dealing with her. Like, I came out here for like a month for my birthday, stayed every day with her, and then I was like, this was in December, so I was like, I'm moving to LA in February. And she was like, no, you're not. And like, I set my mind to it, and I moved. February 1st.
So like, you just packed up?
It wasn't much to pack. I was like, I'm out.
So you did mention something about partying, and what I read online is you threw some of the biggest parties in NOLA, right?
Yeah.
Walk me through that.
One of my favorite artists had a tour, and it was called One Hell of a Night. So I took that tag and used it for my parties, and every time I threw a party, it would be called One Hell of a Night. And if we did like Christmas, it would be like One Hell of a Christmas. If we did anything, it would just be One Hell of a, and then put whatever after it. So that became my tag. bag for my parties in New Orleans, and that's just like one of the biggest parties in New Orleans.
Really?
Like, it's crazy. Partying here
Right.
in New Orleans, two different things. Just the biggest difference in it all, though. Girls pay to get in those parties.
Oh, word.
Yeah, hell yeah. Nobody getting in free.
When you say girls pay, you mean you were charging girls?
I mean, like, girls get charged. Like, they pay to get in.
Yeah, well, you're the main event, bro. So you mean that's how you set up the guidelines from the beginning?
Like, when you walk up, usually it's one line, men and women, and it's $20, and they go to $40. But our market is smaller, so we don't charge as much as out here. But they paying $20, $40. Like, even girls I talk to, I could have just saw you 2 nights ago and you still in the line. But if I really fuck with you, I'm gonna go get you out the line. But they still paying. Like, they respect it. Out here, you tell a girl she gotta pay for anything.
Bro, they're bougie as hell.
Bougie. I think hoes out here will actually starve before they bought their own food sometimes. Like, they not paying for nothing.
Right. That's true, though. That's true.
Yeah, New Orleans is more like, girls out there are way more solid. Like, they're more realistic. I'm gonna put it like that.
Got you.
Like, they know, like, I gotta pay my way. You got a few, but out here, you got a few who will pay. Out there, you have a few who won't. Like, it's just total.
And then we talked about culture a little bit, right? I mean, you don't think that has to do a little bit with the culture?
Yeah, how they were raised.
Facts.
Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna judge their parents, but it's their parents' fault. We were raised different in New Orleans, men and women.
Right.
So, like, we know, like, it's just basically realistic. Be realistic with all your moves. Right. And everything around you. Right. Nobody owes you anything. Out here, everybody thinks somebody owes them.
Like, they feel entitled? Is that what
They feel very entitled. That's the word.
Okay.
They really feel entitled. If she a little pretty, she might feel entitled to whatever you may have going on.
Right.
In New Orleans, I never met a girl who really cares to sleep over. Out here, if a girl sleep over, she trying to live with you.
Wow.
Like, the first night she sleep, I know a lot of girls who sleep over and they don't want to go home.
Shut your ass up, bro.
You never met a girl who never want to go home?
Not immediately, you're right. But damn, she moving in neither.
Shit, every girl out here moves in, literally. They don't know when to go home.
What are you giving them at night, bro?
Nothing I'm not supposed to give them. Nothing I'm not supposed to give them.
Okay. How did those events come about, though, bro? I mean, were you always a promoter?
No, actually, it's this guy named Larry Moreau in New Orleans. He throws one of the biggest events to a parties or whatever. Back then, I was 18, 19 years old, and like, I always had some type of like clout. Okay. So he would be like, I need you to promote this party for me. I'll pay you. It was crazy because he would really be like, I'll pay you $50 this week, and I'm 18. Like, I'm like, oh, I get to post a party, go fuck with girls, and get drunk for free. And I'm gonna get like $50 to $100. I'm like, that's cool with me. Like, this was 10 years, 9 years ago.
Right.
I'm doing that for weeks, and then actually he took me off the events. This DJ named DJ Bam, who was his DJ, took me and made me his personal promoter. So he really put me on.
He put you on for sure.
Yeah, he definitely kept me on. He definitely put me on. And Bam had me like living with him. Like, I didn't have a place to go when I was 19, so I lived with Bam at his dad's house for like a year. We threw parties together. He got me like more consistent with the parties, networking better, because like, even to this day, I'm like an introvert. Like, I have moments where I love to talk to people, and but 80% of the time I'm shy. Okay. Like, if I walk into a room and it's a room full of people, you would think I'm about to speak to, I don't talk to anybody. Gotcha. So he kind of like broke me out of that slightly. I just networked, and then I just was I branched off because I saw the amount of money was being made. Right. Larry giving me 50 to 100. He takes me out. Bam giving me 200. Bam giving me 300. Tops, I'm getting 500. I'm thinking 500 a week for a party. Right. When I was doing my own parties, my minimum I was making was like 3,000 to 4,000 a party, like walking out, and it's per week. Right. So, and if the party flopped, I didn't make anything, but I didn't lose anything. Right. Feel me? Like, even my birthday party prior to this year, because we had high expenses, like Justin Combs, Terrence J, like they came. Okay. Like, we did a lot this year, but prior to that, I'm a people person for one. Okay. So my parties are for the people. I don't never book celebrities in New Orleans. Okay. It's a small market. Got you. So you go to my parties, it's gonna be me in the city. Okay. It's not gonna be me freaking 3 artists that's gonna take all my money, and I'm gonna have to owe some people just to look cool. Right. Like, that's how a lot of people throw parties though in New Orleans. They book artists. Okay. They don't make no money, but they had a cool party. Right. I'm not doing it for that. Okay. You do it for the people. I do it for people and my money. Like, it mixes together, but I'm not doing it just to look cool. Yeah, like, they get that. Man, I just was networking for so. I'm thinking about it now. I just was networking for so long, and I'm just thinking of how I was evolving year after year, and then to the point where like, you had to go to my party. Like, if Romalis was throwing a party, we going. Facts. Like, they had a club called Pure Pure was like a little hole in the wall spot, packed every weekend. Then they went to a club called Aqua. Then Eiffel. That was more so like my generation. They had other clubs called Jackson, the Hookah, but that was more so for Larry. Shit, yeah, that shit was fun. I'm thinking about that. Yeah.
You evolved every year.
And I was networking. I was going from New Orleans to Baton Rouge. If they had spring break and all the kids was going to Panama and Florida, I was going to Panama. We was in the building. We was throwing parties there. So you throw parties there. People get to know you there. We go back to New Orleans when spring break done. Now the people who didn't know you already, now they know you for throwing parties there.
Shit.
And then like it was like a lot of networking. And I was making a nice amount of money. Like my birthday party, the last 2 years I averaged like 10, 11,000 that night. Like I walk out with like $11,000 in my pocket, like from throwing a party.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then you get everything for free. Like them bottles, they free. Drinks free.
Got you. How did you go about getting the venue?
Shit, that was actually the easiest part. Once you have a name and you're established, they don't make you pay a deposit. They just like, you give us the bar, keep your door. So every penny that came through, that's why girls pay. Every penny that come through that door, I keep. And without the bar is theirs. I should have, but I didn't give them deals. Like if the bar hit 10 grand, I need a percentage. I have to like, all right, y'all keep y'all, cause some nights if it do bad, I don't want to be responsible for it. So y'all keep y'all bar every night. I'm gonna keep this door every night. But the door always did like amazing numbers, and I got to pick and choose who I wanted to pay. Like my expenses was probably be $2,000. I'm paying the door girl, bottle girl, security, sheriffs, AV, and DJ. I'm looking at about $2 grand.
Okay.
But on the average night, I'm pulling in like 7 at the door. So now I'm leaving with 5.
Facts. And you were the main promoter, bro?
I wasn't a promoter. I was the event director. I paid promoters.
Oh, you paid promoters?
Yeah, I wasn't a promoter.
Okay,
at one point, when Larry had me not doing it with him anymore and Bam took me under his wing, I saw how much money Bam was making. And I was like, all right, I'm going to do this myself because all these people are coming for me at this point.
Okay.
So me and Bam, like Bam had his own thing going on. Bam moved. He went a separate way. I couldn't stop. So I kept going by myself.
Facts.
Actually, a dude named Devin and a girl named Morgan. This what happened. They had Pure. They put me on their night. It was 30, 30, 30. Each of us 3-way split.
Yeah.
Man, after that first night, each of us got like $1,000. I was like, all right, this cool. And the second time, each of us got like $1,000. And I was like, wait, I feel like and they know this. I'm like, I'm the only one doing all the fucking work. Oh. Like, where am I splitting for with y'all? And y'all my homies. I told the owner, like, yeah. The owner's like, yeah, man. Because every time owners would meet me, they'd be like, I heard all about you. I'm like, yeah, that's me. I did this. They was like, you could do this by yourself. I'm like, they my homies, but take them often. It's business.
Right.
So I remember I was in Atlanta. And I texted them in the group message and was like, yeah, y'all, like, I'm doing this by myself this week. They was like, how? It's our night. I said, yeah, you gotta ask the owner. It ain't our night. They was like, that's fucked up, blah, blah. But Morgan, I had told her, like, I'm gonna still give you your 30%. Like, I was like, Devin, like, you hit. Like, like, you ain't doing nothing. You barely making the graphics. But that week, that's the first time and the last time I flopped. That week, I had no promo really. Like, I was on my high horse. Like, talking about nobody came.
Oh, shit, bro.
Nobody. But I promise you, after that night, Pure went crazy. The next week I made it a priority. I'm never going to feel like this again. Right. Man, when I tell you it was packed as hell, that was crazy. And yeah, it was fun. Outside was packed. It was like a block party. Like, but I had competition.
How many people?
Shit. How many people you think? He was there every fucking weekend.
Fact?
Yeah, he was there. He live in New Orleans. I would say Pure can only probably hold like small, like 400. Yeah, it'd be like 400 inside, if that, and then like 100 and something outside. That's just wild. Chilling. They not leaving. Like, we got the music so loud, like it's like a party both ways.
Thank God before COVID, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was way before COVID. For real. But Eiffel though, Eiffel hold 900 capacity. I definitely packed Eiffel damn near every time I had it, and that was very often. Like, I always had 900 people in there, from 7 to 900.
Now you mentioned you moved out at a certain age, right?
I got kicked out when I was 19.
You got kicked out. What happened there?
I got kicked out?
Yeah.
Not something I'm really proud of. I called my mom something I should have never called her. Just being spoiled. Like, I'm mixed. I'm black and white. So, like, I have one of, like, the cool white moms.
Okay.
Like, the cool one. But I was, like, more so the badass kid. Like, you peek in my room and, like, go to sleep. I'm going to be like, you go to sleep. Like, and I'm 15. You know, some shit that's not cool. You don't do that. Yeah, very smart mouth. Very disrespectful. Not cool at all. So, recommend anybody to be that way. But, yeah, one day I remember I went to the barbershop. She was with her boyfriend, who she not with anymore, at the crib, and she was like, I'm gonna come pick you up when you're done your haircut. I was like, all right, cool. And when I was finished my haircut, I was like, yeah, come pick me up. She was like, you could just walk home. I could. And I was like, I'm from New Orleans, so we say the word bitch a lot. Like, I was like, bitch, you hungry? If I look at my friend like, bitch, you hungry? He gonna be like, I want some Chick-fil-A. Like, we don't think of the word. Right. Yeah, she said you could walk, and I was like, B word what? You gonna come get me? And she was like, yeah, when you get home, you gotta go. And I was like, I'm not going nowhere. She was like, the police gonna come get you. I was like, tell them come. And she told him to come. And I was out that night, and I had stayed with my brother, who was a year younger than me. He had his own place.
Okay. How old were you then?
I was 19. He was 18.
Got you. So you move out.
Yeah, I got kicked out, and then I stayed with him. and he had an extra room, and I stayed with him for a year, and then I lived with Bam for a year, and then it got bad. I stopped dealing with Bam, and my brother had a studio apartment. I stayed in the studio apartment with my little brother. This was after I got back from California. I was 21. It was rough. It's like I'm throwing these big ass parties and then going back to a studio apartment. You don't know my life behind the scenes.
Right.
You're seeing the cool shit.
Facts.
And then my brother left the studio apartment. I kept it myself, and then I think I moved here right from that studio apartment. I moved to LA. And I've been good out here. If I sat down for a moment and just thought about my life then and now, it's totally different.
You leveled up?
Did I? Yes. When I moved out here, I was out here for like 6 months with my friend Chris, this dude from New Orleans, and then my friends Dan and Nick. Me and Nick been best friends, well, great friends since I was like 18. Dan and Nick blew up with We Live Baby, and Dan, white boy who dances with the beard, and
Gotcha.
the little dance. So they blew up on Instagram. They both wanted to move out here, so we all got a spot together.
Are they from New Orleans too?
Dan from Louisiana. He's Lafayette, like that area up north Louisiana. Nick is from New Orleans, down south Louisiana. So yeah, we all knew each other. Like me and Nick I'm talking about towards the end of high school, the whole summer I stayed by his crib, he would stay by my crib. We were friends. Dan I met like right before he blew up, but when they blew up, they wanted to move here. We all lived together. That's when I was doing Black Pyramid, and then they were doing their thing. I mean, we all got our own. You mentioned
that because I was in a plane with them going from New Orleans.
Dan and Nick?
Yeah, they sit right in front of me, but I don't know them, but that's crazy.
Characters
for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what it seemed. They were arguing. It was the funniest shit ever.
Nick funny as hell. I'm pretty sure Nick started that argument because Dan don't like to argue.
Bro, it was funny. It was just like, I'm gonna fuck you up. He's like, you're not gonna do that, and they were like going back and forth. I'm just sitting there just watching these kids. That's what's up. You linked up with Chris Brown at one point, right? I'm assuming.
Right.
For the clothing line. What's the name of it?
It wasn't Black Pyramid. It's honestly, all the credit for that even goes to a dude named Peter Paul Scott. Who's still with them. He works in the office in New York that does like different brands. He was more so Tommy Hilfiger. He was with Tommy when Tommy started that whole thing. So I would give that credit to him. Chris, I was in New Orleans. Dan and Nick were blew up. Dan was doing the Black Pyramid pop-up shop. So Dan and Nick had to be at the shop because Chris was on tours, the party tour, I think. So I go to the shop, and Peter and me were talking. We were talking. He was like, you want to meet Chris? I was like, I want to go to the concert. He was like, all right, well, come with me, and then we're going to just go from there. Because he was like, he liked my vibe. Like, just my energy. Because I didn't ask for anything. I just was there, minding my business, cool. So I'll go to the concert, and then it was Dan and Nick. They doing their thing, me and Peter. And Peter was like, let's go backstage. I'm like, all right, so we go backstage. And then he had this, like, Black Pyramid jacket. I still have it in my crib, and it was like a camouflage red jacket. And he was like, I'm going to get Chris to sign this for you. Because at this time, I was a fan at the time. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. So we go to the back room. I'm drunk. Like, we were drinking. Chris took like an hour to come back there. Cool as hell though. So he comes in the room, it's me, this girl, and Peter. He comes in the room like, oh, what's up, y'all? Da, 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 da. At this point, I already had like a long time ago, I had like a little pyramid tattoo with like some color around it. It's a cool ass tattoo. And he posted it. He will always post me because I was wear Black Pyramid in New Orleans like before people was wearing it. He will always post me. Like, that's how my following went up. Like, he will always show love. It was like cool. So when he saw me, he was like, I recognize you. He's like, I posted this. Let me see your arm. And I show him. He's like, yeah, shit, cool as fuck, bro. Like, he was cool. He was like, let me sign this for you. And then he signed the jacket. We talked for like 3 minutes about just fashion, Black Pyramid tattoos. And then he went his way. I went my way. Peter, when I left, Peter hit me up the next day. I was like, nah, you cool. Like, he's like, we need you to rock with us. I was like, all right, so what you want to do? He was like, we're going to have you come to New York. When you come to New York, we're going to talk about it. So I went to New York like it's spring break. So when I left the concert, I hit the road to Panama. When I got back from spring break, went to New York. We went from Peter first. He had me model. And I told him, I feel like I'm more than a model. I'm like, I'm not trying to just model. Like, I'm trying to have hands-on with this.
Right.
So he liked my push, my drive. He was like, you remind me of me to this day. Like, I remind him of him.
Right.
So Peter like always kept me in the loop because when they think of Black Pyramid, Romalis, and Chris, they think, oh, we're friends. No, like, we're cordial. But the brand is brand. And he's him. You feel me? So he's not always that where I'm at. And I'm not always where he is.
Right.
But no, he was supportive throughout me even starting with Black Pyramid. Like, he had me like, he'll come on my pictures, comment, make like create a wave.
Yeah.
So it was cool. I went on a Heartbreak on the Full Moon tour. Like the first few dates, helped style the dancers. Like, if the dancers didn't have all their clothes, me, Peter, EJ King, the stylist, we'll go to the mall, we'll find them some stuff, go back, get them prepared for the concert. Chris couldn't be at the ticket giveaway at the they'll do like pop-up shops at the stores. Chris couldn't be there, so they'll have me there with Peter. We were picking people to give away tickets to go to the concert that night. It was pretty cool.
How long were you in the camp for, bro?
Shit, I would say officially I would say like a year. unofficially, I would say to this day.
Okay.
Honestly, like even though I still do my thing,
Right.
like, I was, cause me and Peter stay in touch. Black Pyramid page, we follow each other. They show love on all my stuff. Every few weeks before I do a drop, like I always remind people who I started with, who I was with. We just show each other love. Like Black Pyramid and me show each other love.
Got you.
You feel me? But Black Pyramid wasn't the first brand I started with. The first brand I was actually a part of was a brand called Foreign in New Orleans.
Okay.
I had no ownership, none of that. But like I worked at the shop. I would always wear their stuff. They had everybody wearing it, but at my parties, everybody would wear it. Like I had people in Baton Rouge wearing it. Like we all helped each other out. They gave me a job.
Right.
I gave them promotion. I was the event director, so I could push your stuff. Y'all could put me on.
Gotcha.
That was my first brand. I have them tattooed on me too, like
sick.
Forever. So Foreign.
They still around?
Yeah, they're around. They don't have the same store that I worked at.
Gotcha.
Anymore. It's a brand. Yeah, it's a brand. It's not just a store. It's a big brand in New Orleans.
And it's still alive. The
it's
brand's
still alive in
Gotcha.
New Orleans for sure.
Gotcha.
I'm doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna see
word?
Foreign.
Okay, so now I have a trip planned up, so I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah, go check out Foreign. You're gonna see. It's gonna just say Foreign.
Okay, dope.
Actually, let me see.
Yeah, for sure.
Foreign would be this.
Okay.
It's gonna say Foreign.
Right, for sure.
That's
Yeah.
theirs.
No, yeah, I got you. Okay, dope. So you were with them for how long, or you were pushing their brand for how long?
They ran for like 6 months to a year. Like, cool. Like my friend Will actually worked there or worked with them, and he was at the place, and I would always hang out with him. So I wound up getting a job there too.
Okay.
Like I was always around them so much. It's more so it's a family thing. It's friendly.
Gotcha.
Like, it wasn't like no interview. It was more so like, oh, you here? All right, you on payroll? Here's the keys, and I'm just working.
You set.
Yeah, it was cool.
What did they ask you to do though? What was your role
Man, when I was at the store, I had to be at the store for a few hours, help customers that they needed.
Okay.
But before my parties, I would tell everybody come get Foreign shirts or Foreign this, Foreign that. So people would come to the shop, get Foreign stuff just for my parties too. Like they had their own way for sure. Like clearly I benefited them. They wouldn't have had me around if they didn't feel.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like both brands I worked with felt like family. Like Black Pyramid too. Like I said, me and Peter talk to this day.
Sick.
You feel me? And
dope. So what sparked up this idea of your brand? Because obviously it seems like you were touched by brands prior to even you wanting to do your own thing.
Shit, learning everything I learned, like working with BP under Peter, he taught me a lot, and he would tell me like, you could do this. He's like, you push this brand so hard, you could push your own. Right. You can do this. Everybody would tell me, Romalis, you can do it. You always want to push everybody. I was scared to do it. Okay. Like, nah, I can't push no brand. Like, people not gonna fuck with me like that.
Right.
You feel me? But they do. Any celebrity, a lot of celebrities just hit me up all day. Oh, I could get this, I get this. Oh, we could do this, we could do this. Athletes, all the IG models, all the authorities, like. All of them just hit me up all day. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. Like, I get it now. It's fun.
And your brand has been around for how long?
A little over a year and a half.
What's your long-term goal for your brand?
Longevity, I want it to be a brand. Like, I don't want it to be just a clothing brand. So I want to do charity events with the Genuine Club, like charity events. My brother plays in the league. He plays for the Jets. So I want to do charity events through the NFL, incorporate the Genuine Club. It could be like Rockefeller. Like, I could have a music under the Genuine Club. Like, I could make the Genuine Club anything.
Yeah.
The name is perfect. It means real. It's genuine. It could go with clothes. If I want to, I could flip it and in a few years open up a club in New Orleans called the Genuine Club.
Facts.
And throw parties. Like, there's so much you could do with it.
Okay.
So my thing is longevity. Like, I'm going to be doing this forever, so I'm gonna always come up with things to do.
Got you. Where are you at with the brand right now? So I see you're rocking a jacket, a chain, shirt, hat, right? Tattoos. Okay. Where you at with the brand? Like, if I wanted to shop at your store, how does that go?
It's online.
Okay.
It's online. I mean, I feel like I'm always gonna have it just online, more so like you make your money. More so
I mean, you have to be online.
Run out of space.
Listen, what COVID did. Only the business online really doing good. Everything else shut down.
So you could go online at thegenuineclub.com and find things. And people, if I run out of things, because I do sell out fast, or if you want something and I know you, or you hit me up and it's something not too difficult, because I can make anything. I do personal orders too.
Okay.
Like, people are, I want this shirt, but could you add this? And I'm like, yeah, you just gotta pay for it.
Right.
Pay for what you want. Or I might start a Genuine Club podcast too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm gonna take your job.
Hey, boy, you better watch it now. Might have to have you sign the disclosure right after you leave.
That would be cool. A Genuine Club podcast, and we talk about real stuff.
There you go. You got it, G. You got it, G. I mean, you could definitely you can rebrand anywhere you want to spin it. It's funny you mentioned that. So Odex used to be a clothing brand, and I just rebranded just because I just felt it was appropriate. So yeah, you can definitely rebrand. What gets you in that mood of creativity though, bro? Design. What gets you there?
Honest.
Yeah, for sure.
What gets me in the mood to design girls.
Girls, okay.
Fucking right. When I drop things, I get so much attention.
Okay.
From females.
Okay.
So if I'm hanging out with my homies, like we might be chilling, we might get drunk, or we might be doing whatever we doing, and then like I'm around females too. Females bring like a lot of annoying, but they bring a lot of great energy.
Absolutely.
Like if you're in the studio with rappers, they have females. Like, cause you show out more in front of females. You step up more in front of females.
Right.
I start thinking more ideas, and then girls always got they 2 cents. Like good or not, they gonna start throwing their ideas out there. Then it makes me be like, yeah, I'm about to do this.
Okay.
So it's like basically female energy and my friends make me want to do stuff.
Gotcha.
Like if I'm by myself, that shit honestly just gonna linger there. Like I'm gonna just get in the mode of like just being comfortable.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
I'm not really gonna.
What are some of the coolest people that have rocked your brand?
Odell Beckham from New Orleans, Ralph, Sim Ralph, but now he's CEO Ralph, Jake Paul.
He's one of the biggest influencers.
Yeah, I didn't even really know that.
How did that happen?
One of his great friends / somebody who trains with him for this upcoming fight.
Okay.
He DM'd my brand's page and was like, bro, me and Jake Paul want some of this. I need this. And I would like click, I would search Jake Paul, and I'm like, I saw him before. I'm like, oh, that's dope. And then I hit him like, I got you. And then I sent it to him, and then his friend 2 days later sent me pictures of Jake in it. That's one thing celebrities, influencers, people with a fucking ego, they don't do. Like they'll get your shit.
Right.
They ain't gonna send you pictures in it or post pictures in it really. They just want it. But Jake Paul really took pictures in it, front and back. You know, you gotta tell Jake Paul, yeah, bro, turn around. Like he could be like, fuck this.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No,
Facts.
I'm saying he ain't paid me for this,
Right.
but he did it.
Shout out to him then.
So yeah, shout out to Jake Paul for that. So
Sure.
Trey Songz, I make a lot of custom pieces for Trey.
Oh yeah.
So like Trey Songz has like a lot of unreleased shirts with the 3 hearts on the front and it says Trigger on the front. So he got personal custom shirts. I got it on my page. He just was on his IG live 2 days ago previewing unreleased music just in the shirt, just chilling.
Oh.
I gave him for that color. He got like 2 weeks worth of shirts. So he could just every day just put on a new one.
Sick.
So yeah, his little brother hooked that up. Me and Trey go to the same gym. We play basketball against each other personally, like stick each other. So we got a friendship through the gym.
Gotcha.
And then his brother Rue is really like my homie though. He hit me up, pull up, like I'm over there. He pull up to my crib, like that's my homie.
Gotcha.
So like I make sure he stay laced with everything. And then he be like, oh, just give me some stuff. I'm gonna get Trey. Like you could get it to Trey.
Gotcha.
I'm like, all right, cool. Like he keeps me in the loop.
Dope, bro.
That's when all these celebrities have like somebody around them that's real genuine. Like they'll look out for you too and keep you in the loop.
Yeah, facts.
Not just a yes man. It's usually their family.
Yeah, no, that's true. All right, so you worked with really cool people. I understand you're from New Orleans, bro, but like I want to know, how do you develop your personality? You say you're introverted. How did that happen? I mean, you're growing up, you're a kid, you're 3 years old, you're going to school. How does that work, bro?
Cause I felt I was getting a lot of attention at a young age. It scared me.
Okay.
Like in a sense, just as a like 4 or 5 year old, 6 year old, like always in the most humblest way, the pretty boy. I was well off. Like my mom made sure I had everything I needed or wanted. My mom and dad at that point when I was a young kid. So I always got attention, and I didn't want the attention at that time.
Right.
So like I didn't talk to people as much, or I felt awkward. Like to this day, on God, not to put this on God, but to this day, even my homie, like my friends be like, why don't you talk? Like we might see a fine ass chick. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, she fine. He was like, why don't you try talking to her? Just ask for a number. I'm like, no, like I feel awkward. I'm not scared of rejection.
Right.
It's just the awkward. Like I don't know her. Hey, can I get your number? I don't even care to tell her my name. I don't really care to know her name. I'm more so to the point. Like if I could walk up to somebody and just be like I want to fuck you. Like I would do that to everybody. Like, cause I don't care to know your name. I don't care to talk too much. It's like, you want to fuck? So, but you can't do that.
Right.
Well, when I get drunk, I do. But sober, you can't do that.
So you seem a little wild, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Walk me through like a wild ass story, whether it's a party, hotel, traveling, whatever it may be.
All right, I'm going to give you one.
Hit me.
I'm in Baton Rouge at a club called Vibes. Back to school party. All right, so I'm the promoter. The DJ booth is like, you go up the stairs and there's a door and it can oversee the club. So it's like 10, 15 feet in the air. No, it's like 20 feet in the air. You could oversee the club. Nobody could get up there unless you're the DJ or we tell you could get up there. So some random chick, I don't know her. That's usually how I go, but I don't know her.
Right.
So she dancing on me. I always say a little slick shit. I was like, don't start something you can't finish. She just dancing on me. I'm sitting down. I was like, don't start something you can't finish. She was like, I could finish it. I said, when? She said, whenever. I said, prove it. She said, when? I said, now. She was like, you playing. I just grabbed her hand, started walking to the DJ booth. I got up. I told they have playlists.
Right.
So his name RBD. I'm like, RBD, put on the playlist, 15 to 20 minutes. Y'all gotta go downstairs. She's like, what? I'm like, I'm about to fuck her. Y'all go downstairs. And they just started laughing. Like him, his girlfriend, Cookie. Like everybody started laughing. He put on the playlist. The club booming. It's packed. Right. I'm talking about. And he go downstairs. I locked the door. I thought I locked the door. Nobody came up, but I didn't lock the door. But I closed the door. And like, I just fucked her upstairs while the party was going. You could see my head. Like I'm looking at the party, acting like nothing going on. But like, she bent over. She doing whatever she doing. And then I never saw her again. Her friends came up after we was done, I let them like enjoy that, and then they left the party, and I feel like we had a conversation one time after that, but I didn't care to have that conversation.
How many serious relationships you been in?
Shit, I don't know. That's a tricky question because to me, every relationship serious. It could be for a week. That shit serious to me. Shit, we in it, nigga. We in it. Like,
Hey, that leads me to dating, bro. What's up with dating, bro? Talk to me about dating. And that, I want to know dating in NOLA versus dating here in Cali.
all right, that's gonna be fun. So New Orleans. Well, I was younger though, so I can't really judge New Orleans dating more. So I was younger.
Right.
I'm 27 now.
Right,
But at the time, I feel like New Orleans is more serious. Like how we were raised. Girls will fuck with you. They'll talk to you in New Orleans for years before they even say they date you, if that's the case. So like they take that title serious for the most part. I mean, them hoes be cheating, but the ones who get in relationships for real, they take that shit serious. It's for real. So in LA, people don't think that a person would take them serious.
Okay.
So it's either they move too fast and crash out because they feel like, well, it wasn't gonna be serious anyway. A girl would talk to me. In my mind, I really like this person. Like, I don't care how fast, I don't move slow. Like, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you, and that's why I'm moving this fast, because I fuck with you. And girls be like, you do that with everybody. I'm like, yeah, everyone I like, and you the one I like right now. So it's like, that's what I'm doing.
That's a big ass disclaimer right now.
For real, you the one I like right now. But they don't take guys out here really serious, so they in relationships for the wrong reason. They're not really trying to get to know you, no matter like what's going on. They just like the glitz and glamour. They're not trying to get to know you. In New Orleans, ain't too much glitz and glamour, so they gotta know you. New Orleans is small,
Right.
So if we 23 dating, you probably done heard of me when we was 10. Like, we all grew up together, so we dating is more serious. Out here, people move out here and move away every other day.
Gotcha.
So you don't really know anybody. You
Right.
only know what they tell you.
Right.
People out here run with rumors very fast. So a girl might not even know me. She might hear, oh, Romalis crazy, which I am, but she might hear Romalis crazy, and then, oh, I can't fuck with him because of this. Like, they don't even try to get to know you.
Gotcha.
They know what they heard, and then when them and whoever hold on told them that lie fall off, then they come back, and now they trying to get to know you. It's different out here. Boy, it'd be hard for me to really take somebody real serious out here just because of how they move.
Okay.
I would take somebody serious.
Okay.
Me personally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this because of female here. I would really take somebody serious.
No, I got you.
Like, I would date somebody back home in New Orleans also and take them serious before I even took anyone out here serious first.
Have you been in love?
Yeah, I told you, every relationship I'm in is
Wait,
serious.
you in love with every relationship?
Yeah.
Facts.
When we took it seriously, you would think so. Like, to really in love, I felt at the time, I felt like I was about
2 days later, you
and
weren't.
I'm thinking about 2 times. I
Okay.
felt one girl in New Orleans. I felt like I was, but that was just me being young and naive for sure, 100%. And then out here, I definitely was in love with her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we still friends till this day. She was the reason I moved. Like I said, one of the biggest reasons
right.
I moved out here. We fall on and off, but like the last girl I was talking to, the last few weeks made me unfollow her. So I wanted to follow her back yesterday. So I followed her back and DM'd her and was like, follow me. She was like, when I unfollowed you, I thought we was following each other, because she don't really follow anybody.
Right.
She one of them Instagram people. No offense. And I was like, nah, shorty made me unfollow you. And she was like, oh, okay, Romalis with a heart. And then follow me back. Like,
Yeah.
she not going anywhere. We friends
Gotcha.
forever.
Yeah, that's what's up. You're locked in. Let's talk about some fun stories on Instagram, bro. Girls be DMing you. What was the approach
Fuck
like?
no. I always send girls just the most typical basic shit. What's the most typical thing you think a guy could send a girl to start a conversation? What do you think?
I heard emojis, bro.
What emoji?
The devil emoji.
Nah, that's you on demon time. You trying to get to it.
I'm just trying to read your personality,
Nah,
G.
I should start doing that. Mine's is the eyes. I just be looking.
The 2 eyes?
No, yeah, 2 eyes on side of each other.
Okay, got it.
If you send one eyeball, that's weird. But I said it's the 2. Like, but it's always the 2 eyes, and they be like, "What you looking at?" I'm like, "Our future," and they was like, "That was slick."
That's hard. I'm
They
gonna
like,
use that one.
Future.
Yo, let's erase this from the podcast real quick.
I'm like, they'll be like, what you looking at, our future? And they be like, oh, that's cute. And then we'll have a conversation. For the most part, oh, girls. I mean, I get left on red a lot, to be honest. Surprisingly.
You're a guy, bro.
Shit.
It happens.
Yeah, it was crazy. And me and my friend realized that today, almost every girl that you may think is probably found on Instagram, I done had full-blown conversations with. The last few days I've been around females, I'm talking to my friend, I'm like, talking to my homie, I'm like, damn, this bitch, she fine. And we'll find her on Instagram.
Right.
So I might have a full-blown conversation with this girl. Turn my head, go on my phone, I'll ask for Instagram, she'll give it to me. First thing I do is click messages. A full-blown conversation. Got her number a year ago, got her number 3 weeks ago. Don't even know it's her because they don't look the same in person in real life. They fine, but there's so many of them.
Right.
You don't even think you're gonna meet some of them. So I'm like, damn, I talk to almost every girl that's attractive on social media.
Right.
Definitely. Like any city, Houston, New Orleans, here, New York, Atlanta, these girls. Because people take the word bitches so wrong. Like I said, I'm from New Orleans. We say bitch for every single thing. Like we talk like bitch you hungry, and that's talking to a nigga, a homie. Bitch you hungry, a bro. Bitch you hungry, bitch. Come on, bitch this. Out here you say bitch, they ain't gonna fight, but they be ready to fight. Like
right.
They be like bitch, that's so disrespectful. But it's like people out here do so much disrespectful shit that they really think they emphasize bitch like the most disrespectful thing. Like they do so much disrespectful shit out here and justify it in LA.
Yeah. Facts.
Everything is justifiable to a LA girl.
Gotcha.
Everything, they could do anything. They're gonna justify it.
Right.
Or they're gonna flip it on you.
Right.
I never heard a bitch take responsibility, acknowledge what they've done, and take accountability for what they did. Never to this day.
I don't think you're ever gonna hear it.
Hell no. When hoes tell me I'm sorry, I don't even believe that shit no more. They not sorry, they just don't want you to be mad no more. Hoes not sorry.
Has a girl cheated on you?
Shit, I wouldn't know. If she did, she lucky I didn't know.
What would happen if?
Man, look, if a girl cheated on me, like seriously, I'm trying to put myself in the mental space of getting cheated on. It depends on how I find out. If I'm by myself, I'll be pissed off and probably crazy. If she was in front of me and her, and she tells me she cheated on me, it'll probably go way left. I can't even say how I left, but it'll go way left for sure. If a girl cheated on me from the past and I found out today, I wouldn't give a fuck. No, because I don't care about them anymore. But if a girl cheated on me while I was in love with her or something, I'll be hurt.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I'm sensitive. Would I do her anything? I don't know. I wouldn't say if I would. Gotcha. But I could just say it'd definitely go left. I wouldn't sit there and be okay with it. She's not walking out my door the same way she came in, but I'm not. That shit dead. Wait, have you been cheated on?
Facts, bro. Yeah, no doubt.
You knew it?
Yeah. No, it was never really confirmed, but it's one of those energy type of shit. I believe in energy a lot. So like if I ask you a question, right, and I make you nervous with that question or the way you answer, the way you deliver it, you know what I'm saying? Have you've seen people lie, right?
Yeah.
They explain way too much when they're lying versus when you're telling the truth. Yo, that's what it is. That's how I felt about it. It was one of those situations.
You felt like you got cheated on?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
I don't think I ever cared enough to know. Oh, I'm lying. Yeah. It wasn't cheated on. All right, so me and the girl that I came out here for, we were dating. She left to go to Atlanta. I definitely can't say her name now. She left to go to Atlanta for a photo shoot. I went to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Okay. We both gone for a week. We both come back to LA same time. I stay at her crib in North Hollywood. Like, didn't live with her. I'm just sleeping over. I get like hella DMs one morning. I wake up to like DMs. And somebody was like, you with this nigga in Atlanta I don't like to this day. You with his bitch. You with his bitch. Mind you, the guy called. Yeah, I did get cheated on there. Because the guy called her the day before. Right. And I'm like, why is he FaceTiming you? And she was like, I don't know. I'm like, why he FaceTiming you? Like, I'm looking at this nigga face. Why does he have his picture? She was like, I don't know him like that. I got his number a few years ago on Instagram. And my mom thinking, why his number say? Why is there an updated picture? Because this nigga didn't look like this a few years ago. Like, I went and looked. I'm like, because I'm doing my thing. So I'm like, all right, cool. So the next morning, I get DMs about him. People saying him. Then I go on his live. Now he on live, so that's why. So I go on his live. He like, yeah, it's my bitch. I just was fucking her last week in Atlanta. And I looked at her and I was like, you fucked this nigga? She was like, no. I said, did you fuck this nigga? She said, no. I said, I'm gonna ask you 10 times. And at the end of the 10, I'm gonna break this fucking phone and your face if you don't tell me if you fucked this nigga or not. Because he's saying you did. So it literally got to about the 7th time. And she's like, okay, Romalis, I'm sorry. Yeah, we fucked. And I just like, I act crazy. I was trying to make her feel bad. So I handed her phone. I was like, yeah, you don't got my back like I got yours. And then I just walked out. It was like a dramatic just walk out. Like, I was like, you ain't got my back like I got yours.
That hurt me, bro.
Yeah.
I felt that.
And that's how I went. I gave her a phone. You ain't got my back. And I just walked out. I went home and she called me that night. She's not the type of person to apologize. She was like, I'm coming to see you. She pulled up and she was like, damn, she kept it real player though. She was like, we not together, so I don't feel sorry for what I did. I feel sorry that I didn't tell you or give you the opportunity to know, find out from Instagram. I should have just told you yesterday. She says, I'm not sorry for fucking the guy, but I'm sorry for how you found out. And I respected it because it's like, damn, that's true. Like, we not together. But then I was explaining to her, like, but we together every day. She's like, but we not together. They see girls do that. If y'all don't have a title, they gonna use that shit against you as soon as it benefits them. Like, they gonna do some shit like, but we not together.
Right.
But niggas do it too, but we not together. We not together. That's why I be telling bitches we need a title. If we talking, I need to know we talk, and I need to know what you mean by what we talk. And if we together, I need to know what you mean by we together. I need to know these things.
Right.
And it could go bad for everybody at this age.
Yeah, clarity is important, bro.
Very important, especially out here. So yeah, she taught me that. She taught me a lot.
Okay.
That's why we friends. She could do what she want now.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right, man. 5 years out, bro. What are we looking at 5 years out?
I see myself 5 years from now, definitely with a kid. My brand just getting bigger and bigger. Still in LA. I don't know. It's like with a kid and more money, and my brand just doing better. Because that's all I'm caring about is my brand. So that's all I'm be doing. Probably a little bigger. I'm be eating better. You feel me? More tattoos, a girlfriend, a kid.
Now for this wife, right? Because you plan to get married at one point. Or you don't believe in
I believe in marriage.
You do believe in marriage. Yes. Okay. Is there a checklist for that? Like, you know, the type of woman you like?
Shit, honestly, I just want somebody honest at this point. Okay. That's it. Like, I mean, don't cheat. Don't be honest and cheat and tell me you cheated, but just honest.
I love that. That explanation like, it took me out of the loop. Okay.
Be honest.
So honesty is important. I think for everybody, by the way.
Yeah, honesty and loyalty.
Honesty and loyalty. Okay, facts. Break down the looks, bro. What type of woman you like?
I don't really have. I mean, I do have a preference. I like light-skinned women. That's more typical. Curly hair or straight hair, pretty eyes. It's crazy because the girls I date are petite and cute, but the girls I fuck be like quote-unquote strippers, like big asses, crazy fine, but ain't the cutest. I mean, I cheat. I've cheated. I don't cheat anymore, I would say, to clarify that. But I've cheated. And I'll always be dating a petite chick with a fine ass stripper bitches on the side. Like, you like, damn, nigga. Like, why don't you date that? I don't know. My preference, like, how I envision myself, how I've always envisioned myself as growing up is like, I'm skinny, so tall, skinny guy, petite, pretty ass female,
right?
Sexy. I like sex appeal more than just fat asses. Some niggas just fuck bitches with fat asses but date the smaller girls.
Got you.
That's actually a thing.
Well, okay, besides the looks, what else is on that checklist?
Shit, a girl who could provide for herself, a girl who could ask me what I want to eat and she pay for it, like somebody who could do for them without me having to do for them. That's stressful. You feel like you have to do for somebody else. I'm only 27. Right. Bitches be wanting you to pay their rent. I'm not that. Like, you could go find that. I'm not that. So somebody who could do for themselves and provide for themselves. We all have our down days. We all have our days to where like we need help. Right. So I feel that, but not a girl who just want me to do.
Right.
Like, I can't do that. Girls want you to do so much, they forget like you human.
Right.
Like, I be having my down days. Days I'm sad. Days I just want to talk. Or days I just want somebody to be around. I don't have time for you to be nagging. Perfect. I got it in my head. I want to date somebody who's understanding.
Got you.
Good or bad, just understand. Now, understanding and tolerate are two different things. Don't tolerate disrespect. Don't tolerate cheating. Don't tolerate that, but understand some of the things I may be going through. Got you.
Bro, so you promoted in NOLA. Have you done that here?
No, I would not do it here because big reason everybody does ask that because they don't make enough money for me. The clubs out here are already established.
Okay.
If you know you're going out, you was going out to Playhouse. I don't know. I haven't been to too many clubs.
Yeah, I don't club too much. I really don't know.
So
but
if you out here, you just know when you go in the clubs, they're established. They don't need promoters.
Okay.
So like people used to ask me to promote and be like, these guys who promote all on these Instagrams trying to look cool. Yeah, bro, promote. They pay us like $8 to $10 a girl. We could get to come to the club with us, and I'd be going with like 10, 20 girls. That's like $160. I'm thinking, bro, you can pay $160 to text. I can't even text 20 bitches. My patience is too bad to make sure they on time to go somewhere to a club to get $160. You paying for parking, that's minus 20 if you got a car. Now you got 140. Food, all that shit. You ain't making no money that night because you gotta take somebody, gotta go out to eat after. So it's like y'all doing all that to get $160. Like I said, I was making thousands in New Orleans at this point. I'm not about to backtrack just to and to look cool. That's why I have my clothing brand for. That's not to look cool, but that makes me look cool.
Right.
Y'all could keep like the clubs. I'll come. I'll pull up. I'll slide. I get invited to clubs all the time. I don't gotta bring anybody.
You go to clubs a lot?
No, I prefer not to.
Okay.
Anymore. I've lived that.
How do you vibe, bro? What's your vibe like?
It depends. If I'm feeling energetic, I'm a cool person to me personally. I ain't gonna say I'm a bad person, but like I gotta be fucked up. I gotta be like drunk or something. I gotta drink when I'm out. I can't. If I'm sober and I'm out, I'm just look mad. If I drink Hennessy, I'm gonna just be mad. But I need a drink and then I'm good. I don't really smoke like that. Do you smoke?
Yeah, I smoke here and there.
Yeah.
As far as alcohol, what's your preference?
This sounds so bougie and so cliche.
I want to hear it.
42.
1940.
Yeah, that like people was drinking that shit and I'm like, y'all paying all that money for that dumbass bottle? Y'all crazy. Not drunk and I'm like, oh, all right, I see the hype. But Casamigos?
I haven't tried Casamigos. Clase Azul? Have you tried Clase Azul?
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay.
I actually have a few bottles of those at the crib, empty. I have like a graveyard. It's cool. But I have a lot of bottles of 1942 that's empty. But if I had to pick, I would pick 42.
Okay.
Casamigos. Casamigos would probably be first. It's cheaper. It's like $33. $200.
Okay.
And it does the same thing they do.
Oh, really? I'm
Yes,
gonna have
indeed.
to try that. I'm gonna have to try that.
I might go home one of these days. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you offline. I just thought about this. I saw somebody else do it. I'm gonna go get some Casamigos,
Right.
pour it in one of my empty 1942 bottles,
Right.
have some hoes come over,
Right.
drink it, and watch their reaction. They ain't gonna have no reaction because they don't know. Girls out here just, you can put water in the bottle and them hoes gonna act like they drunk. Like, girls out here don't know the difference. They don't know alcohol. They just know the name and what they got in their hand.
Has anybody over here in LA tried to finesse you?
Shit. Finesse me in which way?
Nah, just either trying to get into your inner circle, into your
That's
company.
all the time. That's girls, niggas, all the time. They always gonna have people try to finesse. I'm very picky.
How do you identify that? How do you like for me it's energy. That's how I do my shit. How do you do it?
I give them a chance. Don't get me wrong. I give most people a chance to be around. And when I'm around them, if I feel like it's weird or they're just doing it for a certain reason, then I don't fuck with them again. But I really only hang out with females. I mean, females are easier to cut off. My homies, I literally have partners, friends from New Orleans who fly out here. If I want my niggas around me, they're flying out here from New Orleans. I got like 3 homies from New Orleans, different times. They flying. I don't hang out with niggas in LA. I tried it and it just, what's the point? They don't do anything for me. They messy and I don't know them. So
Right.
my nerves get bad. If I don't really know you and I feel like you playing with me, like that's a whole nother situation. So to avoid that, I don't try to hang out with people. If it's business, I keep it business. If they want to be friends, I let them express that. We could be cool, but doing weird shit like just trying to pop up where I'm at or asking for too much, like, let me invite you. Let me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I know I'm going out, most of the time you can't even bring niggas. Niggas always be like, oh, bro, I could go. And it's like, let me invite you. When the time is right for you, it'll be there. Right. I'm going to make sure the time could get right for you.
Right,
I'm not going to just use you.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't really have friends in LA. It's weird. The only friends I got in LA, to me, in my head, would probably, like, some girls. And the only guy that lives in LA that I would consider a friend would be like Rue.
Okay.
Trey little brother. Anybody else I wouldn't consider a friend.
Yeah, I feel like especially the older you get, bro. I don't know. It's just happened in my life where the circle just gets smaller. It's just you don't deal with bullshit. Or at least I don't. I don't deal with bullshit very well. So just you cut them off.
Yeah, I cut them off. Even my homies, like I get into it with them, but like they my homies, so we gonna talk down the line one way or another. Something gonna come up, but like new niggas around or girls, I just don't talk to them again. I change my number very often.
Shit.
In the last year, I've changed my number like once every 2 months. 3 months. Like I try to move around.
Got you. Let me hit you with the question, bro. Either if you can go back on time or if you can give advice to the young kids that, you know, they're just turning 18 or 17, whatever it may be, but they're about to hit that adult life. What type of advice would you give them?
Shit, don't give up. That's the most cliche thing to say. But I would definitely say don't give up and focus on what you want to do, because I was throwing parties at, like I said, 18, 19. Mind you, I worked at Walmart when I was 21. Still throwing parties, popping parties. But on my days I wasn't throwing events, making that money, I was Walmart overnight shift stocking because I didn't want people to see me. I had a 9 to 5. Like, I would just say don't give up being 21 years old. I'm 27. I still don't have my life fully figured out.
Right.
Between 20 and 30, to me, you see where you want to be, but you're not there yet. So every day you just feel like it's easy to hit depression. It's easy to get depressed. It's like, damn, I want this, but how can I get there? Or he has it. And the people that they think have it don't have it.
Yes.
Like, people be like, I want it like him or her. How they have this, they have that. And it's like, no, they don't.
Mm-hmm.
You think that's somebody else's.
Right.
I know some guys in LA that post other people's cars, other people's money, and people are like, oh, they on. It's like they not on.
Right.
Who they around on.
Right.
If that person wants to get mad right now, oh, that shit disappear.
Gone. Right.
I don't care what type of car you drive. I don't care what type of apartment you have. I don't care what type of anything. Like, if it's yours, it's yours.
Right.
Period. Like, I have a cool apartment, a cool Jeep. Like, I just bought. I have cool shit I didn't always have. Like I said, studio apartment with my brother, no car, 2021, working at Walmart overnight, throwing popping parties, messing with these clothing brands, but didn't have too much to show for it. So I would just tell them, don't give up. Focus on you. A lot of that shit that you see is not real. I don't care how real you think it is. It's not. And just keep it pushing. It just takes for that one moment to like blow you up. One moment. I didn't even hit that pinnacle yet. Like, I haven't hit my pinnacle. I've hit moments like stepping stones, but I haven't had that one moment that's like, he up there.
Got you. What makes you happy, bro?
What makes me happy is making other people happy, helping people. I'm an asshole for the most part, but I'm down to earth. Like, helping people makes me happy. If I could give them something that could help them, advice, money, whatever I can give them that like brightens their day, it makes me happy. Right. So making other people happy like literally makes me happy. I can have everything and still not be happy. You know how many people have everything and not happy? Millionaires kill themselves.
Suicide.
Sure. Yeah. You can have everything and feel like you have nothing. So I'd rather share.
That's what's up. Are we coming to an end, bro? Any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out out Peter Paul for sure. Fuck, that's my homie. He definitely put me on, kept me on. Larry Moreau, my mom.
What's up, mama?
Mom, that's about it for now.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Anytime.
It's all love, man. Until next time, make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, follow the homie, and we out. Peace.